What's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. Let's look inside the magic mirror and see who's inside, huh? I see Alfred Clues first one in the room, and a TYC, welcome. Good to see you there, Michelle King and JC Droid, welcome. Good to see you, Ramona, welcome. Good to see you, Dave. Dave Jeffries in Niagara Falls, welcome. And good to see you, Paul Greenwell. Good to see you, Robert T. And good to see you, Leela, welcome. Good to see you there, Rouge Jones, welcome. Good to see you, Chiladian, smoke them if you got them. Good to see you, Donna. Good to see you there, Jerry, welcome. Good to see you there, Darlene. Good to see you, Mark Friedman, welcome. Good to see you, RoboJax in London. Good to see you, Frant, welcome. Good to see you, Barbara C. I believe you're in Pennsylvania, welcome. Good to see you, John Lore. Good to see you, Phyllis. Good to see you, Theory Mary. Welcome to City Hall, where I forgot to turn on my VPN. So that's why there was this is not officially a round two, but we had a bit of a technical issue where I had to restart the broadcast, but luckily we were within the first 2 minutes. So, yeah. Can you tell it's cold outside? I'm freezing. Good to see you, Rosalind. Good to see you, Easy Rider. Welcome. You need to relax and enjoy the great live stream right now. That's right. Work is crazy. Saludos, buenvenidos, Oscar. Are you ready? I don't think it's going to be that exciting today. You're going to see me freeze my ass today. I was going to, maybe, I don't know where we're going to end up today, to be honest. I don't know where we're going to be going today. So I'm just going to be, at this point, let's just do a loop of Lower Manhattan. See what we see. Let's time it out. If we looks like we get a sunset, we might stay on for a sunset, but I doubt it. It's really cloudy and cold right now. But William's tuning on in from an athletic field, waiting to go to court. Oh, are you out there? Are you in Cadman Plaza, William? Right across the river behind me? And it got cold here in New York. It was nice this morning, but not so much now. Good to see you, Frank. Welcome. I need a Columbia sponsorship, TYT, a Columbia sponsorship. I need a Columbia sponsorship. Good to see you. Good to see you, Jim Wolf. Welcome. Yeah, I'm going to freeze my... Oh, you're at 100 Center. What, are you right here in Manhattan? 100 Center Street. That's down yonder behind me. Oh, bloody hell. It got cold out here. I just did my bike tour, and I did it really fast, so I kind of sweated and got warm, and now it's cold. Just got back from the beach. 73 degrees in South Carolina. That sounds pretty good. That's a lark. That's a genteel province. Good to see you there, Easy Rider, where it's a cold 49 degrees and raining. Well, it's not raining here, but we're about 10 degrees colder than Los Angeles there, Easy Rider. Good to see you. Good to see you there, RJ. Welcome. Out there in Colorado. Let's make sure everyone could get in, could look at themselves in the magic mirror. We're gonna make sure everyone could look into the magic mirror. Good to see you there, Munzier. How am I doing today? Fantastic. It's just cold here in New York. It's just really cold. Got to break out my live stream glove. Supposed to get into the 60s this afternoon. Yeah, I don't believe that. It's really cold out here. But then again, the weather is so weird that we could get one of like these crazy, crazy sunsets, and so it's like you don't know what you're gonna get. It's so hard to call this weather. Maybe once we get moving around, they'll warm up, and I won't be as uncomfortable. Anyway, good to see you there, Maryland. Where was I able to get I got 2 slices, actually 4 slices. I bought one. I got 2 for me, 2 for my wife, and yeah. I'm so happy I got to experience that scene the other day at Lenny's. I'm very happy. And I'm happy I was able to document just a little bit for you guys. Darlene, I see. Darlene, romper, bumper, stomper, boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today. Are all my friends ready for some fun and play? How's that? Good to see you, Mary Lily. I'm in the wrong place here in eastern North Carolina. Record-breaking high of 83. I heard it's like really warm just 30 miles to the south. How's that, Darlene? Is that good? Good to see you there. Les Noset. Kia ora, Les. Welcome. I really do look at this thing like the magic mirror now. And the magic mirror will never lie. No, Jim. Good to see you. Good to see you there. M. Zambrano, welcome. Mother Nature, freezing humans, heating them up, doing all sorts of things. Medium rare, cooking them medium rare. Good to see you, Natasha, welcome. Let's wander around. It is the end of an era, TYC, yes indeed. Mama Terry's in the house. Good to see you, Mama Terry. Mama Terry, let me entertain you, please. You have been far too kind to me this month. You have been far too kind. Ooh, all right, let's do it. It's cold, man. I thought it was going to be warmer. Who lied to me this morning? Was it Sam Champion? I think Sam Champion lied to me this morning. I gotta adjust the camera here. Oh, let's do it like that. There it is. I think Sam Champion lied to me, people. All right, people. But I'm doing great. Just a little cold. I'm doing great, everyone. Ooh. All right, I guess we'll go south along Broadway. How many people are fondling a brass bowl? Let's find out.
Well, yeah, that's what we're
All right. I thought it was going to be warm. Who lied to me this morning? Come to think of it, it's supposed to be warm. I thought it was going to be warm. Anyway, let me warm up. Maybe by walking once again. I did ride the bike at a fast pace. I had a couple from the Netherlands, and I was also kind of grading a new tour guide who did a very good job. So, well, I heard it was going to be like 40 something degrees. This does not feel like 40 something degrees. This is like a lower 30 kind of degrees. It's chilly, baby. Cold. Maybe we'll get some snow. Yesterday, it literally at the same time yesterday coming home, it was hailing, snowing, and raining. All at the same time. It was an amazing experience. It didn't last very long. But when I got back home nice and early yesterday, beating out the weather. Hello, Arjan, welcome. 41, but with the wind chill 36. It feels colder than 41, Jim. Jim, I'm like shivering, Jim. Good to see you, Mish. It could be because I did ride the bike at a fast pace and I did kind of like, I sweated a little bit. I do have a Under Armour like first layer system, so it does wick away the moisture, but a little bit cold on my back maybe. I was riding that bike hard too. I did just eat, yeah. I had some checkers. Had some checkers today. So I am really cold right now. Let me move around. Worst comes to worst, we'll go to Federal Hall really quick. I think we will go to Federal Hall. How about that? Let's really ramble about downtown today. But see, I could see my breath. I could not see my breath this morning. Right now, I can see my breath. Yeah, right now I can see my breath. This morning, I could not see my breath. It wasn't that. It feels like it's colder now than in the morning. Okay, Jim. I'm gonna go with that one, Jim. Hopefully. Good to see you, sunshine after the rain. Welcome. It's cold, baby. Oh, look at the steam. Look at the steam coming out of the sidewalk. Ah, yes. Look at the steam. Let's see. Need some White Castle. Me too. Well, Mama Terry with a $20 super chat. Mama Terry, thank you so much for a very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 Club 4 times today. Much appreciated. Mama Terry just bought my lunch and bought my express bus ride out here. Way, all right. Always cross with the light. This is not Walt Disney World, people. This is not Walt Disney World, even though if you do come on a tour with me, I try to make it seem like it's Walt Disney World. Anyway, ABX girl, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. But thank you so much, Mama Terry. You have been way too kind this month. Let me entertain you for at least the next 2.5 hours. Let's go for 3. Yeah, I know. You know what I gotta do? I gotta do like a super chat leaderboard or something like that. Mama Terry has been like banging it out of the park. Phyllis, I haven't forgot what you've given me. You've given me so much.
At the end of the day,
But you guys have been really kind lately, so really do appreciate it, guys. We're touring, baby. We're touring. Good to see you. Hello there, Eric. Never stop touring. It's the Mama Terry show, right? Yeah. Mama Terry's the executive producer so far of today's episode. Oh, indeed, there, Starvish. Hello. Welcome. And Land Rover, welcome. Across the street from St. Paul's Chapel. Robbie Batista, welcome to the show. What happened to the Staples? The Staples is a CVS. I keep on looking at that CVS sign saying, ooh, Staples updated their sign. Then I realize that it's not a Staples anymore. That corner will forever be. Oh my goodness. Broadway. Jumping today. It's jumping. Sibyl Rivera, welcome. Top of One World. Low clouds today here in Lower Manhattan. Low clouds. Absolutely strawberry fields. Absolutely. Good to see you, Gus. Say hi to Brazil. Boa tarde, Brazil. Scott Chrysler, welcome. Good to see you. Cloudy day. I appreciate that, Mama Terry. Thank you so much. The best is yet to come, Mama Terry. We have adventures. Have our adventures here. Gave it on the cold days. Yeah. Arjan, I try to be the best. Thanks so much for watching that. As we continue on, good to see you in New Jersey. Yes, 785, welcome. When am I going to do some more plane spotting? Well, plane spotting is dependent on a few different things. We need certain wind conditions and also time of day. But probably in the next, give it like a month. Maybe like next month, or maybe a couple of weeks from now. If we get like a freakishly warm day and we got to change it up, you know, we'll do some more plane spotting. We'll go out to LaGuardia or JFK. So stay tuned. Bagels and Walks. Good to see you, Bagels and Walks. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Everyone follow Bagels and Walks. Great live streamer from the Upper East Side. Having some exclusive live streams with Flacco, the Eurasian owl. Yes, Century 21. Let's go over to the storefront. Let me show you Century 21. Yeah, it's coming back in April. So they say. What about plane spotting around the world? Soon, I don't know. I do want to do like an 80-hour live stream where I fly a plane around the Earth. Of course, in a simulator. But I would love to do some plane spotting around the world. Oh, if I could only get so many members to join me. Yeah, baby. Oh, this guy is like on the phone. Oh, if he's not driving the bike lane, the live stream will get very entertaining. All right, let's dangerously cross Broadway. We're right up the block from the Oculus over here. Oh my goodness, good to see you there, Josias. Welcome. All right. But right over here, Century 21, coming back in the springtime. Ooh, Robbie, you've been all over the world? Awesome. Good luck, Mama Terry. Good luck. Enjoy, Mama Terry, enjoy. Right over here, Century 21. As the rumor has, it's going to open in April. And this is what part of it is. Like a little gift shop here. Nothing special. Nothing special. Train watch. You want to go to Battery Park? I think we're going to stumble down to Battery Park eventually. I think we're going to eventually be in Battery Park. Something going on. Always something going on. All right. Doing some death-defying gymnastics here today. The British Grey. Good to see you, British Grey. Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, I'm still cold. It got cold. It feels like I really do feel like it's gotten colder out here since the morning. I've been outside since what was it here? 7:20. You know what, Gus? If he does leave Central Park, it's not going to be far. It'd probably be Morningside Park. Or whereabouts. Who knows? Ah, he's wearing a mask today. You wearing a mask, huh? So looking for that pen.
We got spark.
80 degrees in North Carolina. Hello there, Andy. Welcome. Yeah, the temperature gradient is like wide right now. Yep, Ramona, here's your guy. Here's your man. He's just hanging out. He's hanging out, baby. There you go, Kirby. You can never be too early for Christmas. Yes, Flacco will stay where the most rodents are. That's true. So, yeah, Flacco's gonna. I have a feeling Flacco's gonna stay in Central Park. The only thing he didn't like in New York City was the coldness. Yeah, we get all the seasons here, Josiah. So we get all the seasons. Double check does need a scarf. No snow yet, British Grey. No snow yet, man. But it does sometimes snow in April. That is true. Central Park needs more Flacco. What? Yes. Well, you know what, AV Extra? Wouldn't it be great if Flacco started, multiplying, like creating a new hybrid owl? Oh my God! A new hybrid owl. Good to see you, New Jersey. And good to see you. Guten Tag, Hanover. Hope you have a nice day too, Andre. Woo. Bloody hell, it's chilly out here, guys. It's chilly. As we here along Broadway. Cedar Street, the Equitable building right here. The building that created the modern day set black rule here in New York City. Because of this building, the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building look like the way they do. Hello there, CB Earth Day. Hello there, Robin. Welcome, Hank Moody. Gyapila? No, I mean, Privyet. Welcome to my Russian viewers. Well, it's all the Russian I know, people. It's all the Russian I know. Ooh, I could just end the live stream right now and go home. How about that, guys? I'll just hop on the first express bus and go home. That's my ride home, the X28. Well, at least in the morning. That was my ride to work. This afternoon, I'm gonna take the subway. Is it Equitable Building 120 Broadway? You could be right. I don't know. Hank Moody, how am I? Fantastic. Look what I'm walking in. This cool little thing here. It's art. It's art, people. It's art. I think this is like string. You've seen these before. It's good to see a jazz lady. It's gonna be 70 degrees in Pittsburgh. Bloody hell. That's insane. New York makes you remember The Office. Okay, I think didn't The Office? You talk about the TV show? Because The Office, I believe that takes place in Pennsylvania. Hello there, Lois Campbell. Welcome. Near 80 degrees in Virginia Beach, Virginia. If I just started to stream from Brooklyn, it will be great. Never run out of things. That's true. Yeah, that's true. If I just stream from Brooklyn, absolutely. Hello there, Jerry187. You still let everyone ride for free? All right, John Lahr. I have a funny story for you, John Lahr. Yesterday, the Omni machine didn't work on the express bus, so thus I wasn't able to tap on, and everyone who uses the Omni system wasn't able to tap on. So like more than half of the people who rode the express bus yesterday rode it for free. Good to see you, Lawrence. Bienvenue. I'm doing good. 72 degrees where you live, Paul. Awesome. Manzir, good to see you. No need to nominate me for mayor. I don't want to be mayor. The cube stays stationary. Shaman Zito, good to see you. This cube has never rotated, unlike the cube in Astor Place called the Alamo. And, oh, we got a super chat. Wow, the chat is... Everyone's talking so much that we missed a super chat here. Gotta scroll really far back here. There we go. And Friendship Lights with a $10 super chat. Friendship Lights, good to see you. Thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much appreciated. Suggested use 2 Coney Island nickel bags. Really? Okay. Well, Friendship Lights, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Much, much, much appreciated. Yes, Cooper Square doesn't rotate anymore. Yes, no, it does not. Yeah, hey, okay. Hey, having fun? Yoshia, Yoshia, da-da-da-da-da. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Little did they know that that's one of my favorite songs ever. And I'm not even Jewish. Aren't they cute? Hey. Why, you guys watch me on YouTube? Hey.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes.
I'm an urban legend.
Okay, we will find you on Instagram.
I'm on, no, not on Instagram, on YouTube. This is video.
Did you take them?
Where are you guys from?
France.
Huh?
France.
France. Bienvenue. Bienvenue. Let them enjoy the architecture. You know, that's like the only, like, that's like one of my, like legit one of my favorite songs. That was fun. They're just tourists from France. They see me with the gimbal. But that's like legit, like one of my power songs. Yo, guys. Yeah, I do like the Moshiach song. One of them has to watch me on YouTube. Do you think that? Are you watching, dude? Like, seriously? By the way, I wish you guys have no idea what I did behind the camera. Y'all better look for that, the other side of that on Instagram somewhere or Facebook. You have no idea, people. You know when I tell you guys, like, I make faces and stuff, like, yeah, that warmed me up. I'm not cold anymore now. Yeah, where's Nibble when we need him, right? Anyway, who am I? I'm just a guy who walks around New York with a gimbal. Bloody hell. I didn't want to go into full tail guy mode. I had to stay in Dutch Maz mode, which doesn't really make sense most of the time. Anyway, Alpha Bravo
It's watching in Poland. But Friendship Lights, thank you so much for the $10 super check. We were in the middle of that. She was confused. Yeah. Yeah. They have Dutch Miles of France? Maybe. I mean, it'll be a horrible facsimile of me, but maybe. Yeah, I'm in a religion. That's right. That's right. Strawberry, that's right. Anyway. I'm the guy who talks to statues. That's it. Anyway. Trinity Church. Ed was in Toledo. Puerto de Brazil. We're on YouTube. It's a Facebook. I exposed Facebook back in 2017. Live viewer concurrent numbers are very important to me. Real engagement. Where am I now? I'm in front of Trinity Church. This is the corner of Broadway and Wall Street. The sugar daddy, yeah. Even though I'm on no sugar, I have come off my sugar. I will get a coffee eventually, Munzir, but that would require me to use the restroom. Let's walk down Wall Street here. I forgot I have like no set plan, and somebody mentioned Battery Park. If you're still watching, want to see Battery Park, we're gonna still go there. Just give me a few more minutes. Aren't those windows beautiful, Rick? Rick, you know what's the amazing part about those windows? Is I could go like a block away and I could still show you the stained glass windows. So let's do that. Let's go directly in front of the stock exchange and I'm going to show you those stained glass windows. No, yeah, no. Am I going on? We're not going to go to a gallery today. I was thinking about going up to a gallery up by Highline Park, but no. I always make you laugh, John. John, that's my job. That's my job. All right. Ooh, looks like it's jumping out here. Ooh, it's jumping out here. All right. Wall and Broad. It's doing good. There are a lot of tourists in town. I wonder if I've had people on my tours the last few days. Welcome to Wall Street. Now I'm going to show you these stained glass windows here. Oh, the streets are like jumping. The streets are jumping. Look at this, guys. Look at this. John, absolutely. Look at this beautiful stained glass. How cool is that? In the middle of the day. In the middle of the day. The stained glass windows of Trinity Church, where Alexander Hamilton is buried. Josias, it is cold. I'm freezing. Well, I'm slowly getting warmed up. We could see the Brooklyn Tower if we look down this way, down Wall Street. Let me show you the Brooklyn Tower. So, I guess I should tell you some of my techniques here since I'm in the field. It seems like the crowd around me is very receptive to having cameras and gimbals on them. But we can see Brooklyn Tower from this perspective here. There it is. There's the Cheesecake Tower right down the way over there, getting lost in the clouds. But when I hold the phone to me, it's really close because I don't have a microphone set up. So the phone is like this, and what I'm doing is I'm looking over the phone so that when I'm walking, this is what if the phone was turned on me, it would look like this. But you see, I gotta hold it away from me. But anyway, we are headed towards the bowl. There's certain little techniques that I do that enable me to maintain chat and also maintain eye contact with the random people around me. So part of the fun and magic of the live stream and how we made that moment happen. Tohir, welcome. Let's warm up for just a minute, and let's go in. Let's see how many people are inside Federal Hall. Let's go inside Federal Hall. Good to see you, Chris. Welcome. Drinking Face turquoise drinking coffee. All right. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I talked to her, not the Gimble. Yeah, I know. It's always the Gimble. It's always the Gimble that gets people's attention. Hello there, Blondie. Welcome. Yeah, we're just gonna wander around downtown for now. We're having our moments with the randos. I'm all like adrenaline up. Audrey, I've been doing this for 7 years. So I am quite aware of my surroundings whenever I do this. They came up from behind me, which some of y'all might have picked up on. Carmen, how cold is it? It's very cold. At least for me right now, anyway. Now, I made the flash mob. I made the flash mob happen. I made that happen. All right, let's go inside. Ooh. Warm up for a little bit here. Ah, it was nice in here. Ah, I love this space. Federal Hall. This is where our first president, George Washington, became president, right here. Good to see you, Ken. Welcome. Ah, hey, look at that, 40 degrees. It's a very cold 40 degrees. It feels colder than that. George Washington actually stood on this. Isn't that cool? Touring different places, welcome. Ah, so nice and warm in here. Yes. Oh, the Bible is not back. Okay, Noble Sweetness, welcome. Just wanted to see if the Bible. Yeah, no, Lois, the temperature range is like huge. Me too, Rick. The history in this building never ceases to amaze me. Hello, welcome. I want to call myself a walker, but I guess that's the genre. It is sacred. Redstone Soldier, welcome. Good to see you, Karamax, and Sally Sipico, welcome. Very sacred indeed. Yes, we were here 2 weeks ago. We come to Federal Hall quite often because we're usually downtown, so we come here pretty often. It's just fun to walk around here and look around. You want to welcome for the cool video there, Rivik. An Easy Rider with a $5 super chat. Easy Rider, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated there, Easy Rider out there in Los Angeles. Jazz Dog, welcome. I had coffee this morning. Neil from Flatbush, welcome. Naboul, bienvenue. Yes. Yeah, right, Naboul comes now. Beautiful building indeed. All right, I don't want to get too warm. Don't want to get too warm. Enjoy it. This is Federal Hall. Federal Hall is where George Washington became our first president. So remember that you got to enter it through the back entrance as they do construction here. But check it out. I highly recommend it. Monica, buongiorno Italy. All right. Yeah, Nebul, you missed the Moshiach song. We had a spontaneous flash mob. When the kids thought they were flash mobbing me, I flash mobbed the kids. And if you can only see what I was doing behind the camera, it would make a lot more sense. I do certain things to control crowds. It is free to visit, Chris. Yeah, I just walked right in. You know, Trinity Church and St. Paul's Chapel used to be like that also. But unfortunately, they have security protocols now. But for now, Federal Hall, you can just wander into. So for me on the live stream, it makes it very easy. And they're very nice, as long as you're respectful to the people who are visiting the location there. They let me quietly live stream. All right, let's see. I bet you Fearless Girl has some people around here, but there seems to be a lot of tourists here right now. Let's see. Lots of people congregating in groups and whatnot. Yeah, it seems to be groups out here. Good to see you, John. Welcome. Yeah, we got big groups out here. Look at this. Everybody's out. See, it's a movie set. Everyone's taking pictures in front of the buttonwood tree. We got the tour guide doing his jog right over here. This guy has a big captive audience here. Oh, he's an English-speaking tour guide. Yay! Shout out to all the tour guides here in New York. I just started screaming, where's the Duke and Duke, right? Is the Duke and Duke around today? Where is the Duke and Duke? I got a corner of the frozen concentrated orange juice market. Good to see everybody. If you're enjoying warm weather, enjoy the warm weather. For me right now, it is still, that little trip into Federal Hall helped me out. It finally made me utilize all the adrenaline thanks to the Moshiach kids. And I do love the Moshiach song. I'm a big fan of the Moshiach song. If I ever need a little pick-me-up in the morning and I'm in the mood for it, throw in the Moshiach song. Oh yeah. I'm not even Jewish. Sometimes with this getup I'm wearing, maybe people think I'm Jewish, maybe because of my beard. But l'chaim to all my Jewish viewers from this New Yorican Colombian who was born in Brooklyn. Oh, there's no scaffolding down this street. Oh, look at this. I've never seen this street without any scaffolding. Bagels and walks. You see this? There's no scaffolding on this street. Holy cow. I don't even recognize it. I don't even... Hey, there's no scaffolding down that street. 74 degrees in Baltimore, Maryland right now. That's warm and it's only Baltimore. Wow. How do I know that song? I have a lot of Jewish friends, so. And then I always used to get a kick out of the Hanukkah telethon that used to be on channel 55 here in New York. Every now and then I'll watch that for the live music, which always gave me a smile on my face. Shalom, l'chaim. A unique moment indeed. Yes, indeed. Where's all the scaffolding gone? Well, they completed whatever construction they were doing, so it has gone to the great scaffold heaven in the sky. And we're gonna walk right down the buffer here. Walk right down this bike lane here. I have been literally riding a bike where this bike lane is now since 1993. Since I was 13 years old, I have biked down this street. Yeah, no, there's some Jewish reggaeton. Yeah, I know, dude. like I say, I listen to all music, so I listen to a lot of stuff. I'm getting back into a city pop kick again, where I'm listening to all this city pop music, and I'm listening to like whole albums and stuff, and yeah. I want to experience a day and a time that will never happen ever again, that I could never possibly even imagine. Yeah. I wish I had my scooter out here. Anyway. That's the first Dwayne Reed you ever went to? Nice. Native New Yorkers are multicultural. Yes, we are. All right, got a lot of people here at the Charging Bull. A lot of people. And Felix the Master with a $5 super chat. Felix the Master, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. Also, thank you so much for being a member of the channel. Really do appreciate it. So shout out to all the channel members. You guys enabled me to afford 2 cell phone plans to give you the best possible quality content I can provide. This thanks to viewers like you who keep this channel fueled. So thank you so much, Felix. Everyone else who super chatted, all the channel members, much appreciated, guys. Much, much, much appreciated. Walter, welcome. Welcome to the show, everyone. Right by the Charging Bull here. I wonder if Dutch Moss's kids are watching their pop leading pads for more than... Well, enjoy it. First of all, I don't have any children, luckily. Me and my wife are too selfish. But I am if it's your first time finding me, I am a licensed New York City tour guide. And I have been live streaming here in New York City for... It's going to be 8 years. So, been doing this since 2015. Since May 2015. Started live streaming here in New York. Let's see how many people are lined up for what. Well, you know what? Felix, I hope I'm a little bit of a distraction. Please feel better. I'm sorry you got COVID. But speedy recovery, man. Speedy recovery. Yes, it should, New Jersey 785. Yes, it should. Yeah, all right, so it looks like we got maybe a few more people taking pictures with the balls today. I know. I don't recommend taking pictures with the balls, and like everyone's in the street here. Everyone's in the street. They don't realize this is a pedestrian street. That's right, Nibble, that's right. Wow. See, you want to grab the bull by the horn. That's what you want to do. Don't grab the bull by the balls. As a lifelong New Yorker, grab the bull by the horns, not the balls. Got a lot of tourists out right now. No wonder I got to sing the Mashiach song. By the way, we're getting to a very important time, everyone. 2:23 is going to be the big number today. So we have to celebrate at 2:23 because that's today's date, 2:23. So 2:23. So we're going to hit that, everyone. So please let me know when we hit 2:23 and we have to celebrate. What's it called? A palindrome or something like that? I always forget what the hell it's called. But 2:23. And when we hit 2:23 this afternoon, it is the special, unique time. So the bull symbolizes a strong market in the stock industry. And Arturo DeMonica wanted to lift the hopes of the stockbrokers. So he basically gifted a statue to the city of New York. Do we get cake? Well, you could get some cake and eat it for me, Darlene. I would love to get some cake, but I don't know. I can't possibly fathom where I could get some cake right now. You're the fairy godmother? Absolutely. What happened to the statue, little girl? It's in front of the stock exchange. We just saw her earlier. I wanted to say hi to her, but she had some visitors around her. But she's now in front of the stock exchange. She's right in front. The National Museum of the American Indian, part of the Smithsonian Institute. Hey, you saw the movie Ghostbusters? Yeah. This is where what's-her-name was a tour guide. Why do I always forget her name? Anyway. But this is the history I like. The Bowling Green fence. Yes. They melted pieces of this fence down to fight against the British. Yeah. The evidence is still here, people. Getting a lot of audience today. This guy just stood right behind me. He literally lined up and stood right behind me. Wow. Tourists are Sigourney Weaver. Thank you so much, Ramona. This is where Sigourney Weaver is. It's a tour guide here. And actually the shot is right about here. In the movie, the camera is right about here. And this is where the shot is, right here. Ta-da! Right here's the shot. That fence has always been one of my favorites. Me too. Bloody hell, that guy just stood right behind me. Yes, we're in line to read a sign. Anyway. Good to see you, Dan Harsman. Welcome. Yeah, she was an art restorer. That's right. She was an art restorer also. Yes. Dan, good to see you. Climb over. I'm not going to climb over any fences. Yeah, buddy. I need something to drink, but I'm worried I got to go pee. So it's like we're at this wacky now conundrum. Supposedly, this is where the land deal happened when we bought it from the Lenape. Supposedly, this is where it happened. I don't believe that. Right here. Right here, supposedly. I kind of don't believe it though, because this would have been landfill. Who knows? Probably the beach. This is the beach back in the day. Right, guys? Yeah. Sigourney Weaver's only 5'11", really? That's short. Where do I think it happened? Well, this used to be where Fort Amsterdam used to be, so I think a little bit further up. I mean, we will be right on the beach right here, but who knows? The scene of the crime. The scene of the swindle, I would call it, New Jersey. 785. It's a bit of a swindle. You see, the Lenape, the native peoples, did not have a concept of land ownership. This area was so bountiful for all the tribes in the area that they all signed an agreement thousands of years earlier, basically stating that they will communally farm these lands and share it because it was so bountiful. So they really had no idea the concept of land ownership. By the way the Lenape thought of it was that the Dutch were going to come in and also help share the land. So we got to get over to the statue here. We got 13 minutes until our special time here today. About 13 minutes to go. Oh my God, Walter's in the house. Good to see you, Walter. Welcome. Walter's been watching me from back in the olden days on the Periscope. Good to see you there, Walter. Welcome to the show. A very important time is about to happen where I'm going to be on live stream on 2/23, at the time 2/23 in the year 2023. Going to be a stupendous and triumphant moment. And we got a lot of people watching, so hit that thumbs up, people. Add just the numbers. 2/23. The date is 2/23. It's the year 2023. Lots of 2s and 3s. Ring my date Periscope. Good to see you, Just Barry. Welcome. And Lady Coach Explorers, welcome. What's my favorite place of all time in New York City? Coney Island. I say that all the time, and I live in Coney Island, so Coney Island, that's my favorite place. Then after that, maybe Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know. I'm very lucky to live here. I'm very lucky to live here. That's it. In the end, I'm very lucky to live here. That's right, Rob Paradise, that's right. Let me get the pick 3 straight box. 2, 2, 3, 20 box. Let me get that box and straight. Right, is that how you call it, right? Puts you in the mood for Nathan's fries? Absolutely. There's also fencing everywhere. Well, if you're talking about Wagner Park, which is over in this direction here, this is Pier A. Right behind it, Wagner Park. Wagner Park is going under a complete restoration, so there is fencing around that. I'm famous in my own mind, too.
And are kind of like clubs here.
Let's make our way over to Pier A. Slowly getting warm. Maybe digestion was making me cold. That's right, Scott. What's the bridge in the distance? Well, a moment ago you saw the, we're going to see it again. You're going to see the Bayonne Bridge. That's off in the distance from here. The tallest skyscraper in New York City, One World Trade Center. But the highest occupiable floor is the Central Park South Tower along Billionaires Road in Midtown Manhattan. Getting really drunk. John, get drunk for me. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you, John. You get drunk with me. Last night I had me a Arizona hard iced tea, and it was really good. It was might even dare to say delicious. Good to see you, Jack CC. Welcome. Doesn't get more New York than that. Look at that. Hey, buddy. Yeah, had me a Arizona hard iced tea. It was delicious. Got a nice little buzz from it. It is, yeah, you know what? Strawberry, absolutely. Isn't that cool? What a view, right? Governor's Island off in that direction. Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island off in that direction over there. What a view indeed. Don't you love seagulls? Me too. John, you took an amazing picture of a bird feeding itself. That was amazing. Hey, wallpaper time. Hells yeah. Hells yeah, wallpaper time. If I go to the far right-hand corner, you'll see Tish loves written on the post. Really, Stefan? That is the Statue of Liberty out there in the harbor. Good afternoon, Barry. You had a Manhattan last night, Jack? Awesome. Does my wife tour the city with me? Rob Paradise. Not all the time, but yes. Sometimes yes, sometimes, but most of the time, no. You went to Salathai last night for some dinner, had some Thai food, nice. You love all birds, flying is the best way to live? I think so too. I think so too. We're getting there. There's Statue of Liberty. Right there. And JC Droid with a $2 super chat. JC Droid, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thank you so much for doing today's $2 club, much appreciated. And Blondie 1025 with a $5 super chat. Blondie, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for doing today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. More beautiful views to come, Blondie, and more beautiful views to come, JC. More beautiful views to come again, everyone. More, stay tuned, more to come. I need a Manhattan special too. I'm getting a little tired.
Need some coffee. Thanks for being so generous, guys. Absolutely. All right, so we had a one of these posts says something again. I probably passed it or didn't notice it. There's a lot of these posts. There's a lot of these posts down here. A lot of them. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything too much written on them. Where was I born? Right over there. Right over there. I was born in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, in a place called Lutheran Medical Center. Is that good enough for you? Algorithm proof audience. That's right, babe. You need coffee, Riverside Walks? Me too. I don't want to drink coffee just yet. Is this it right here? Let me see here. Brooklyn, baby. That's right, born and raised. Yeah, I don't see anything written on these. Yeah. We got the very interesting monument here. This is like a Coast Guard monument right over here. In the corner behind me. Are you talking about, Stefan, are you talking about the end of the pier corner? Are you talking about here? Or are you talking about like back here in the corner? Because when I turn around, that's behind me. So are you talking about like the corner of the pier right over here? Well, we'll slowly start making our way back towards them. I have not tried the new coffee with the olive oil and never will, Plast. Lynette Jackson, welcome. All right, so let's look for these words here for Stephen Doyle. Let's see if we can find anything here. Good to see you, Julio. Welcome. Beautiful day in New York. Yes, indeed. Let's investigate, people. Let's investigate. That's a height marker right down there. There's ice on it. No, it's too warm for ice. It's too warm. Far corner. Okay, so the end of the pier. Let's check the end of the pier again. Well, Josiah, if I see a sunset, we'll stay outside for a sunset, but I don't think we're gonna get one. I don't think we're gonna get one just yet. So the far corner on the right-hand side of the pier, maybe that, right? No, it smells nice, Brooklyn Honcho. It's nice out here right now. Smell that ocean air. Just cold. Just cold. Yes, Sandra Ann, it's a little chilly out here, Sandra. It's a little chilly out here. Oh, I see something written over here in the far right corner. Did I tag my name? No, but somebody else I think did in the chat. Three more minutes. Thank you so much, Noble Sweetness. Aw, you know what, you guys? You're loved. You're loved. You know you're loved. You watch me, you know you're loved. No, I wouldn't recommend fishing in this area, but from time to time you may see people fishing down here. So this is Wagner Park right here. And this is all closed right now because they're going to redo this whole thing. Ah, is that the Manhattan Classic Harbor? Is that the Manhattan 2? Yep. This is the boat me and my mom got drunk on at a sunset wine tasting cruise. That's the boat me and my mom got drunk on right there. The water is way cleaner than it used to be. The water is as clean as it was about 150 years ago. You guys want nighttime tours? You'll see nighttime tours and enjoy it. You'll see nighttime. You'll see nighttime. Stay tuned. Looking towards Jersey. Well, we're looking towards Jersey here, but now you said the left corner, so let's go back to the left corner. I'm not seeing anything other than that far right corner now. But let's take a close look at them. Yeah, me and my mom went on a wine tasting tour, and yeah, we ended up a little bit sloshed. I think there's some stripers, some grouper right over here, Mededen, right, Mededen. I think we got fucking Fluke in here, right? What else we got over here? John Law knows. Oh, we already found it. It's Tish. I didn't even see that. Okay. I didn't even see that. Well, we already found it. That's good. Good to see you there, horse lover. Just seen Liverpool wrote on post. All right. Good to see you there, Pete. Liverpool, Liverpool. There's something about the air in Liverpool. Everyone, it is 2:23, people. 2:23, 23, 23, people. 2:23, 23, 23. 2:23, 23, 23. Look at that, people. It is 2:23. We are here in this crazy moment together. 2:23, 23, 23. Lots of twos, lots of 23s. 2:23 on 2:23, 23. Happy weird 23rd day of February, everyone. 2:23, 23. It is 2:23 in the afternoon. It is 23, 2:23 is 2:23, 23. Happy 2:23, everyone. Happy 2:23. Yay. Not anymore. That's right. I gotta play that number straight. I gotta play that number straight. Good to see you, Rajan. Welcome. Let's get to 223 likes. That's right. That's right. We haven't hit that yet. There's 300 people watching. Bloody hell. Engaged, algorithm-proof viewers. Good to see you, Irene. Look at his username. Bloody hell. Irene, Subway Line BMT. Welcome. Good to see you, Irene Subway. You're an hour behind. You get to do it again. Isn't that something, Gail? Good to see you. Jay Chulo, welcome. Regular Foot, good to see you. If we could only go back 23 years. Ugh. You know what, Regular Foot, I have been obsessing over the gates in Central Park this week and last week. I've been trying to remember what I've been doing, what I was doing back in 2005, and yeah. Your favorite train is the B? Nice. My favorite train is the N. If it was up to me, I'll bring back the double R. I'm gonna ride the double R, and then later on I'll ride the Quincy. I'll hop on the Quincy and the Bravo. Take the Quincy to the Bravo over there. Then take the Delta back. Beautiful, people. Subway, baby. You saw 20 Exchange Place, favorite building in financial history. It is classic Art Deco there, Lino. Good to see you. You're a Delta train lover. Hey, all the trains are nice. So the building right here, this is Pier A. Right here. This pier goes, this is a really old building here. Shown in many TV shows over the years. There used to be a big, massive parking lot right about here. Remember that all of this didn't exist before 1972. So this was the shoreline right here. But this pier was always here. Irene took the 2 train on 219. Nice. 17 battery is beautiful.
Ah, look at One World. One World up in the clouds. Let's walk over towards One World Trade Center. Let's walk over towards one. Maybe we should just walk over the bridge, right? Let's get some foggy views of the city in. Am I right, guys? Should we do that? One World Trade Center, yes. The nickname Freedom Tower. I personally don't like calling it Freedom Tower. I like calling it One World Trade Center. That is the official name of the building. Freedom Tower, that was a George Pataki thing. Got to get a refund on the observation deck today. Yes, indeed. What's the best college in New York? That's a rhetorical question. That's really up to what you're thinking about educating yourself behind. As we walk north along West Street, remember that everything on my left-hand side, Battery Park City, this is built off of all the reclaimed land from the original construction of the World Trade Center. I spoke in a different accent. Yes, indeed. I'm a bit of a voice actor when I do these. It's to keep you engaged as a viewer. Cooper Union's a great school, yeah. I think we'll do the Brooklyn Bridge. To hell with it. Good to see you, April. We're just wandering around, April. Today there really is no regular route. We really are just rambling about today. And now I'm feeling like a walk over the Brooklyn Bridge. Norman, Bangor, Pennsylvania, welcome. All right, let's go back to the office. We just had earlier in the live stream, if you're just tuning in, we did have a spontaneous moment with a bunch of Jewish teenagers from evidently France. Who knows? Maybe there'll be an Instagram or a TikTok of me. If you do find one, let me know. But we sang the Moshiach song. When people come up from behind with Bluetooth speakers. Yeah, no, Bagels and Walks. There have been nice waves in Coney Island for a few days now. Yeah, French teenagers who were Jewish. And we sang the Moshiach song in front of the big red cube, in front of the Helmsley building on Broadway. We had a spontaneous moment, which is always fun. Oh, the dope. What? Ride along the double Dutch bus, right? That's the voice, right? So Riverside Walks, there's 7 buildings in total. When we get closer to the World Trade Center, I'll point them all out and explain the development. But there's 7 buildings in total. Just like the original World Trade Center, there were 7 buildings. I'll get some coffee later, horse lover. And in the water today, it was beautiful, 55 degrees, nice. Watching the best live stream of all time. I appreciate that, JC. Anyway. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, yeah, I like to have fun with my voice. And explain stuff sometimes. Exactly like that, yeah. I'm the man of a million voices. I'm like Andre Philippe Gagnon, the man of 1,000 voices. He played the Sky Dome opening. You guys, yes, you guys. I'm from Brooklyn. You guys, use that in the sentence. You guys be tripping. So this is a parking lot right here. This is the municipal parking lot. And from on top of the parking lot here is where the tribute in light emanates from. So this is the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel right here. Comes onto West Street right here, and a high traffic area. But I came through here this morning on my way to work. Here in California, you have the same temperature as New York. Really? Wow. Wow. Go look at some birds, John Law. Enjoy the afternoon. I'll see you later. You're suffering, Irene? I'm sorry. No need to suffer. You're all good. You're here. You're here hanging out with me right now. We're walking up West Street. Together. Together. Yes, it does. Yes, it does there, Irene. Yes, it does. To think Robert Moses wanted to build a suspension bridge. Could you imagine? A big suspension bridge right here. At West Street. Oh, thank you so much, Regular Foot. I try my best. I try my best to make everyone feel welcome. Easy Rider, what kind of birds? I don't know what kind of birds that John Laura is going to be checking out, but whatever birds are down there in South Carolina. Anyway. Yeah, breeds on Governor's Island. That's true. Good to see you, Julie Ross. Welcome. Yeah, if you're in the UK, that's right. Birds and girls. Yes, that's right. Where are the Pigeon Sisters? I hope the Pigeon Sisters are doing well on the Upper West Side right now. I hope the Pigeon Sisters are doing well. I know that's really random right now. You remember going downtown for the... You remember coming downtown the first time after the catastrophe? Yeah, Lena. Yeah. It was rough being down here. On September 13th, I walked up this bike path right here. Ended up helping build like a relief station, like a comfort station for the people who were clearing out the site. And I remember by this point the dust was shoveled away like it was like snow. And a couple of police officers used me and my friend's bikes to look for looters in Battery Park City. And that was a horrible time. Made me rethink my life at 21. Yes, Neil, yes. Yeah, somebody mentioned that in the UK, girls are referred to as pigeons. And I remarked that where are the Pigeon Sisters? I hope they're doing well. Anyway. Well, you know, it was just a moment. Good to see you there, Dave. Welcome. All right, good to see you there. Lewiston Maniac, welcome. Hey, we're coming up to the World Trade Center now. Number 1 World Trade Center, number 7 World Trade Center just behind it. This office building, which is being converted into residences, this building is done by the same architect who designs the Flatiron building. And the Customs House we saw earlier, Cass Gilbert, on September 11th, this building was covered in scaffolding. Yeah, I mean birds, yes. Yes, I mean birds, people. I'd say that residential building is crazy looking. Look at this. Look at this sculpture, the sculptural shape of this. This is residences. I think this is 200 West Street, if I'm not mistaken. But look at the curve on this building. Wow. That is something else. Wow. That really comes out. Holy cow. No, Rob, I really don't have any idea when the scaffolding is going to come off the Flatiron. Do I like Los Angeles? It's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't compare it to New York. Yeah, only 20K a month, yeah. Yeah, only 20K a month. Horse lover, I'm glad you're enjoying. Right, it looks like an electric toothbrush. That's a good way of putting it. It looks like an electric toothbrush. I guess we should also check out the bean, right? You guys want to check out the bean? Yeah, now we got a bean here, Walter. If you stay tuned, you'll see it. I don't call it a bean, though. I like to call it a blob of mercury, or a balloon, or an aluminum balloon that's getting squashed by 56 Leonard Street. What does the wrench next to your name mean? That means that you're a moderator. And if you are a moderator, no need to moderate the room. It's pretty chill in here today. But when it gets crazy, we want to get rid of all the morons. Very relaxing walk today. A little windy, as you could hear. Maybe we'll run into the Moshia kids again. Let's see. Will they be at the bean? We'll find out. The beautiful, this is a great vantage point here of the Greek Orthodox Church. The most fortified church in the world. Right there. The National Shrine. The National Shrine. To Greek Orthodox Church National Shrine right there, right over there. Good to see you, Clara. Welcome. That curved building does look like the Olympic torch. I agree, Darren. Good to see you. Good to see you, Darren. Good to see you, Clara. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is beautiful. National Shrine is, by the way, now I remember the name. National Shrine of St. Nicholas. Noble Sweetest, I would love to go inside, but I think they just closed the sanctuary. The sanctuary closes early at like 2 in the afternoon. So I do want to do a live stream from inside the Greek Orthodox Church, but I think I have to begin inside the church. I do have to go through security in order to get inside. So, but that is definitely a live stream coming up in the future. Let's cross Liberty Street here. I have 17 seconds. Let's count it out. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. There it is. The last piece of original World Trade Center complex right here. This is this footbridge over West Street here. This used to link up with a street level parking garage with the World Financial Center, today called Brookfield Place. Ooh. Yeah. So they've been cracking down on these scooters in the bike lane here on the west side. Out of everywhere I've seen the scooter crackdown take place, it's on the west side. It's here on West Street along the bike path. Kind of surprised he was riding along it, but he must be very used to riding it along here. George Santos, welcome. Hello to your hometown. Okay. Good to see you, Griff. Welcome. So walk down Liberty Street here. Crossing west, right over here is Memorial Plaza. Good to see you, Deming. Yeah, it is chilly. So this is Memorial Plaza. Memorial Plaza comprises of 274 white swamp oak trees, 1 calorie pear tree. That calorie pear tree is Survivor Tree. We'll see Survivor Tree here in a moment. Good to see you, JP. We'll first enter Memorial Plaza via the Memorial Glade. The Memorial Glade is a memorial within the memorial. Memorial Glade paying tribute to everyone we have lost since September 11th. What we're going to do is we're going to walk roughly down the same pathway where the recovery ramp was, where all the materials from the World Trade Center, where they all got removed from, including the final beam. This area would have been the ramp. The ramp would have went down from this perspective here down to bedrock, some 70 feet. But you're going to see upthrustings of Manhattan schist. That Manhattan schist is the bedrock of Manhattan Island. And embedded in the Manhattan schist is actual World Trade Center steel. And here's the Memorial Glade. So now as we make our way down Memorial Glade here, we have embedded in the bedrock, in the Manhattan schist, the bedrock of Manhattan Island, actual World Trade Center steel. So here I'm touching the Twin Towers right here. 274 white swamp oak trees comprise Memorial Plaza, and right over there is the Survivor Tree. The Survivor Tree, a calorie pear tree, survived both collapses of the World Trade Center. Roughly where number 3 World Trade Center stands today. If there's anything you want to pose and smile in front of here at Memorial Plaza, pose and smile in front of Survivor Tree. Survivor Tree, the first tree to bloom in the springtime, the last tree to lose its leaves in the autumn. Good to see you there, Tohir. But we'll be here in springtime when Survivor Tree begins to bloom. Usually when Survivor Tree blooms, it blooms this beautiful white color. Looks like Survivor Tree is confused. Already beginning to bud out. This is the south void, the south tower right here. Let's have a quick moment of silence here by the south tower. The reflecting voids here at the World Trade Center create one of the largest man-made waterfalls in the world. Something equivalent to like 2% of Niagara Falls. Something crazy like that. The engineering behind reflecting absence, it's the name of this memorial, is quite staggering. We have 2 anonymous looking buildings over here. These are the pump houses for whether it be the North Tower or South Tower void. And then beneath us, the 9/11 Memorial Museum, which you enter right through here. And then you could actually go underneath these reflecting voids here. And it's pretty powerful. Let's have another quick moment of silence here by the North Tower here at the World Trade Center. roughly where the last line of trees is before you touch the names of everyone we lost here and across the country on September 11, 2001. This would have been roughly where the wall would have been for whether it be the North or South Tower. So when you're touching those names, you are literally within the footprint of whether it be the North or South Tower. But if you're just joining us, welcome to the show. We're now here at the World Trade Center having a quick moment of reflection. We're going to go to the infinity point, which makes it look like one World Trade Center just goes on forever. And then we'll show you another memorial within the memorial. Have another moment of silence. Then we'll continue on to New York City's version of the bean coming up next. Here's the infinity points, right here. I wish there was some more clouds around. That's when it really pops. Let's have one more moment of silence here. We're going to see the plaque that is dedicated to everyone we lost here on February 26, 1993. On February 26, 1993, in the basement of the World Trade Center in the parking garage, a truck bomb went off. And their anniversary is coming up soon, so we're going to take another quick moment of silence here. The wind is picking up ever so slightly that you can feel the mist coming off of the water there. But now I saw some people ask, where was I on September 11, 2001? I just got home from work on September 11, 2001. So, and actually, yesterday I had a little bit of PTSD on my bike tour yesterday because I smelled they were doing some welding in Brooklyn Bridge Park, so I lost my composure for a little bit. But in the days, weeks, and months after September 11th, I had to come back to work. So I like to say that event made me completely reimagine and rethink my life, and I do consider it the catalyst to get me to where I'm at today as a professional New York City tour guide. The Oculus right here in front of us. The building meant to kind of reference the spreading wings of a dove, designed by Santiago Calatrava. The spine of the Oculus corresponds with the angle of the sun, creating the wedge of light. And the wedge of light is a beam of light that enters through the spine here, and then a clean line of light, a shaft of light, a wedge of light crosses across the floor of the Oculus here, the transit hub here, between 8:30 in the morning and 10:30 in the morning, only on September 11th. A lot of naysayers in the media were like, oh, that's not going to happen. There's new buildings that were built in the way. It does work. It does work. The master planner of the New World Trade Center, Daniel Libeskind, he saw the memorial, the new development, and the angle of the sun played all into part of how these buildings are arranged and how they're built. But again, the wedge of light only happens on September 11th. So that's what this line here corresponds to. What happens is that these skylights here, these windows open up and then to allow the sun to come in, and it works. It does work. Let's wander up. Let's wander up Church Street here and go see the Bean. Over here where you see all this street art, this is where number 2 World Trade Center will eventually rise from. We are waiting for an anchor tenant for number 2 World Trade Center. We don't want these buildings to go up empty. Fun fact about the original Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, they were not fully occupied until the mid-1990s. 11.5 million square feet of office space is a lot of space to fill up. So we do not want that to happen here. The New World Trade Center, and also the New World Trade Center is only about, in totality, around 6.5 million square feet of office space. I love the art here too. I'm gonna miss this when this all gets redone. I'm definitely gonna miss all these little murals and all these little pieces of art here. That's why I like showing them every time I'm here. 'Cause you know it's not gonna last long. Who knows how many more years we have on this until we lose it forever. This is a relatively new mural here. This was painted a few months ago. Love this one. As we approach Church Street, we're gonna start going north once again. I'm not gonna drink coffee just yet. New Jersey 785 it's cold out here, and whenever I drink anything, I'll have to use the bathroom. So it's all about me doing this live stream, and then after the live stream, getting something to drink and using the restroom and all that. So that's the game you gotta play when you do these live streams in the cold weather like this. So I did have some soda for lunch, so I'm doing really good right now. But yeah, good to see you, Emily. Welcome. The steam coming out of the street. New York City has one of the largest steam networks in the world. Everything below 155th Street is connected to this steam network. Oh, did you dream that? I do need a cold beer when I get home. No, I do not there enjoy it. That's really random. Sean, good to see you. Steam. Looks like we're still got low clouds here. We're gonna make our way up to the Bean, and then we'll make our way to the Brooklyn Bridge. How about that, guys? We'll do that today. The Bean, right by that building up there, 56 Leonard Street. But all of us New Yorkers call it the Jenga building, because it looks like a game of Jenga. But we're now on our way to see, the official name is Untitled by Anish Kapoor. But it's very reminiscent of his Bean statue in Chicago. I think it's slightly different. I think it's a aluminum balloon being squashed by a building, or maybe a large drop of mercury. Yes, indeed, ABX girl. Oh my God, a shot of Fireball with a hot cup of coffee. That actually sounds really good right now. That sounds really good right now. Pass by the old post office here. Did you like my sunset shorts, Jeanette? Awesome. Your dad worked at 199 Church. I think we're coming up to that. All right, I think we're coming up to 199 Church, Ed. If I see the number there, I'll show it. Squished mercury drop, yes indeed. We might be in a winter all year. Hey, I'll take a cool summer over a warm winter. I know that sounds crazy. You'll recognize the building? Well, remember that we are on a bit of a delay. So this is 100. This is 100 right here. 100 Church. This is where I get off my express bus, right here on Park Place and Church. Couple of nice older buildings around here. Couple of nice little older buildings. A lot of these older buildings are becoming conversions, where they're turning them into retail and residential buildings. There's a lot of people now living in Lower Manhattan. Hey. Good to see a Lake Nona Sports. And Emerson chiming in. Please say hello to my young daughter Lavina. Welcome to Lavina. Thanks for being a fan. How far is the Plaza Hotel from here? Pretty far away. I would say about maybe 2-3 miles. That's 5th Avenue and 59th Street. We're way downtown on what is this here? Warren and Church. But yeah, when it's crazy hot in the summer, I can't do, like, stuff starts failing. So when we get the crazy heat, it's never good. What do we got here? What are we on here? I'm on this other street that I always forget the name of. What, Barclay Street? Warren. Oh, we're on Warren. We're on Warren. Making our way to the Bean, everyone. Or Untitled by Anish Kapoor. I like it cold then crazy hot. Give me the cold then crazy hot. So that's why I will take a cool summer over a warm winter. 145 or 146. So we had passed. Oh, we're coming to right. The number is 199 Chambers. That's coming up. Yes, the windowless NSA building coming up.
I was like, oh my God, yeah.
The windowless NSA building. I have a theory that that's where all like the upper class, like ruling classes, gotta like retreat to if the bomb drops. Like when they're given like advance warning of what's gonna happen, they're all gonna pack into that building. But here's the thing, I wouldn't want to live in the after. I want to just end it. I wouldn't want to live in the after. Especially here in Manhattan. I don't want to live in the after. I want to just see the flash and that's it. building is supposedly able to withstand a nuclear attack. Building with the cooling tower. I know it won't save them, Mina. I know it won't save them. Are you talking about this white building right here? You're talking about this one right here? Is that 199? Is that 199 Church? That's like a state building. I always forget what's in that building, but that's like a state agency building. Good to see you there, Bob. Don't say nuclear. All right. All right, who would want to live, right? Absolutely. Not me. I've seen the movie Threads. I just want to see the Flash and that's it. Just want to see the Flash, have my wife in my arms, and that's it. Oh, very New York scene here with the steam. Let's take a look at this. It's a very New York shot here, and you could actually hear the steam coming out of the street here. Wow, this is cool. Look at that. So here in New York, the steam is always over pressurized. So it always has to vent. And what happens is from time to time, they set up vent points. They always change every like few weeks. Ah, that's good. Okay, cool, Ed. Yeah, this is the building, 199 right here. Where the steam is coming out of. Or at least in front of it, the steam's coming out of it. Let's go to the Jenga building, 56 Leonard Street, right there. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold out here. It's chilly out here, and the steam is really piping out here because it's cold. Probably the most famous buildings to be purely powered off of steam are the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building. They are purely powered from the steam. But all the buildings, pretty much 6 stories tall, utilize the steam for their HVAC systems to heat and cool the buildings depending on the season. No, it hasn't snowed. Hasn't snowed here at all. We had a very slight trace amount, which I wouldn't consider it snow. Wow, -31. That's cold, Sean. That's cold. But believe me when I say that if it does snow, I will be out in it. So yeah, stay tuned. I will be out in it. Singing the Moshiach song. Had some snow in Westchester County yesterday. Yeah, Catherine, not a lot. Not a lot. Here in New York, nothing. Here in New York, we got nothing, baby. Nothing. Stugats. All right, we're coming up to it. Here it is, 56 Leonard Street. And Anish Kapoor is Untitled. Here it is. Now this is always part of this building here. This building is very sculptural. So when some of the first renderings of this building started coming to light, this piece of art was always a part of it. This piece of art's like 2.5 years late. They've been making this thing and polishing this thing for a crazy long amount of time. The pandemic set them back a little bit. New York's Bean. New York speed. Here's the shot right here. This is the shot you want. Here's a nice little wallpaper for everyone. This is the shot you want. Yeah, you can't walk under this one like the one in Chicago. Yeah, that is true. It's wedged in the building, you know? That's the way I see it. It's wedged into the building. And then the building squishes it. It's a squashed mercury blob. That's right, Cammy. And to give you context, here's the building. The German architect of 56 Leonard Street wanted to make you feel like you were living in a cloud. So the higher up in the building you are, the more offset from the center you are. They don't call them penthouse apartments in this building. They're called sky villas. And I believe the cheapest one sells for like 22, maybe 20 million. I don't necessarily consider it ugly, but yeah, it does remind me of Jeff Koons a bit. Noble Sweetness, that's a very good observation. That I agree with. It does remind me of a piece from Jeff Koons, like maybe the balloon dog, which somebody recently destroyed a version of. But to me, it's a blob of mercury being squished by the building. And let's see the beautiful spot, polished aluminum. Ah, yes. Ah. And this is how crazy I look. There we go. I can look into the lens and look into your souls while I do this live stream. Yeah, 20 million, not getting in. No, no, no. Nay, nay, nay. Good to see you there, Serenity. Welcome. Well, the TikTokers want to take a TikTok of it. All the TikTokers and the Instagrammers and bloggers. And I guess us YouTubers also. Casey Neistat already used this twice in his vlogs. Anyway. Shall we do Brooklyn Bridge? Let's do Brooklyn Bridge. I feel like walking over my office and having fun with the tourists. What do you think? We've had a lot of fun with tourists today. It's full of, my God, it's full of stars. Looks like the Chicago being there, Robinson. Oh yeah. No, Kirk, you know, you're paying a couple of $1 million for an apartment there, so I think they're contractually obligated to keep it spotless. Love the bridge walks, Noble Sweetness. Me too. Me too. Good to see you, Serenity. Welcome to the show. Let's make our way towards the Brooklyn Bridge. Looks like a squished marshmallow. It's a drop of mercury. I like to think of it as a drop of mercury. Let's cross Church Streets and make our way to the Brooklyn Bridge. What's my longest live stream so far? I've done like the longest live stream I think I've done was like 10 hours. 10 hours, like nonstop. Like my last really long live stream was during the ball drop in 2021, where I did the radio show for 8 hours 45 minutes. Chicago, M8R, Chicago. Chicago was around quite a lot longer. Orthopedic pillow, that sounds good. Gail, good to see you. Let's make our way to Brooklyn Bridge, shall we? Hopefully the Moshiach kids are on there and we'll sing the Moshiach song again. Who am I? I'm an urban legend. I don't know how else to answer that question. Who am I? So again, I never covered the ball drop in Times Square. I've only done like radio shows from my house. I don't cover Times Square, so never formally covered the ball drop before. But yeah, the marathon live streams too, that was like what, 9 hours? What I want to do is actually fly around the earth in a live stream that never ends. It'll take me like 80 hours to fly a plane around the world, a regular commercial airliner. Basically, it'll be 4 flights. Good to see Patricia from Tucson, Arizona. Welcome to the show. Gonna make our way down to Brooklyn Bridge so I could get myself closer to home. I think we had our fun here in Lower Manhattan. Now it's time to cross the river and get those low cloud views. Did I ever go by myself? No. No, I've never been to the Times Square ball drop. All right, back on Worth Street. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's windy, Felix. It's windy. Surfboard. Hello, welcome. Just got home. Awesome. Well, thanks for hanging on out. And thanks for the like. Hope I answered your questions. All right. Yeah, Patricia, that guy's up on the bridge a lot. We'll see if he's up there today. Yeah, they got how to roll a Philly. Yeah, classic New York book.
You gotta fucking go.
Will I ever do the Great Saunter? Is that a loop around Manhattan Island? I would like to do that one day. Or maybe walk the length of Broadway from the Bronx. Thanks for tuning in, Surfboard. All right, back on Duane Street here, walking south along Broadway. We're gonna cross Broadway here in a moment and head on over to the bridge. There's a whole market for pre-rolled joints here in New York. A whole market for that, so it's actually quite easy to find in all the various smoke shops here in New York. We've got to film Law and Order here. All right. Like the walking tour there, Lady Coach? Glad you're enjoying. I don't like it when people walk 5 wide or 4 wide really slow. It's kind of annoying. You gotta walk slow, walk off to the side. Let's make our way out onto the Brooklyn Bridge. Let's do it. Walking in front of the Sun building right here. The Sun building, where the Sun newspaper used to be published from. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. That came from this building right here to my left-hand side. Good to see you, rideshare Lisa. Welcome to the show. The Woolworth building. The Cathedral of Commerce right there with the green point on top. You can live inside that green pyramid on the top for the bargain basement price of $79 million. 10 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Made it across safely and in time. Isn't that cool? Love that view. It's like one of my favorite views right there. And of course, the Woolworth building, my favorite skyscraper in skyscraper history. The only skyscraper to be paid for its construction in cash. It was the tallest building in the world in 1913. Beautiful piece of architecture. And we're going to walk along, well, what used to be Warren Street, but now this is the pathway behind City Hall. This is New York City Hall appearing in front of us. New York City Hall, the oldest continuously operating city hall in the United States. The building was completed in 1811, opened up for business in 1812. When they first finished City Hall, they finished the back of the building here in Brownstone because they thought the city wouldn't grow too far north past Chambers. 1811, also the same year, we introduced the grid plan to the island of Manhattan. And then off here to my left-hand side, this is the Tweed Courthouse. The Tweed Courthouse. It took 14 years to build the Brooklyn Bridge. It took 17 years to build this tiny little courthouse here. William Marcy Tweed, one of the most corrupt politicians in New York City history. He fixes all the prices on all the items here in the construction of this courthouse. To think, in 1867, they paid a stonemason $373,000 for 10 days of work. Not bad. Not bad. We're now going to come out into the street plaza that is right here by the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm probably going to have some copyright music and all that nonsense. Good to see a faceless cook. I'm glad you've been enjoying. Did you see us with the Moshia kids earlier? We had a little shindig with the Jewish with the French Jewish kids singing the Moshia song. It's been a fun afternoon. Hello there, Flo. Welcome. And boy, the Brooklyn Bridge looks crowded. The Brooklyn Bridge looks crowded. Oh boy. Here we go. Can you feel the energy? The signal might be weird because there's a lot of concentration of people. So please bear with this signal if we have signal issues as we traverse the bridge. Comes the copyright. The Brooklyn Bridge, everyone. Look how crowded it is. Holy crap. Has been a great day, Jazz Lady. I'm glad you've been enjoying. Oh boy. My Brooklyn Bridge is packed. Oh, I think we are filled to capacity there, Felix. I think we are. I always get a little nervous when people come out and cross against the light here. I've seen so many tourists get hit by cars here. It's kind of ridiculous, yet kind of funny at the same time. Sebastian, welcome. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the 139-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. Steam power, horsepower, and raw human power. That's what's built the Brooklyn Bridge. Built in an era before electricity, the Brooklyn Bridge is truly a handmade modern marvel. It took 14 long years to build the bridge, between 1869 and 1883. Years during which Thomas Edison invents the light bulb and the phonograph. Alexander Graham Bell invents the telephone. The buffalo were killed off the Great Plains. The catcher's mask and curveball were introduced to the game of baseball. In Washington, President Chester A. Arthur installs plumbing in the White House. And in Europe, Picasso and Einstein are born. Just some of the things that were happening in the world while we were building the Brooklyn Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge is a vision of a true genius, a Renaissance man of his time. His name was John Augustus Roebling. John A. Roebling immigrates here to the United States in 1832 from the walled village of Mulhausen, Germany, to resolve his destiny in all that space, as they said. And to say that he obsessed over the Brooklyn Bridge would be an understatement. John Roebling was always fascinated by the suspension bridge form. He studied it quite a bit when he went to engineering school back in Germany. But when John Roebling first arrives here to the United States, he starts an agrarian farming community in western Pennsylvania called Saxonburg. This community was along the Beaver Canal, and John Roebling would regularly notice and witness the hemp ropes pulling the barges up and down the canal. These hemp ropes would snap and break, and in the process killing and maiming people. So John Roebling devised a method to twine steel cable around a hemp rope, and he starts one of the first steel wire manufacturing companies here in the United States. It makes him immensely rich and saves him from the drudgery of the farm. He then goes into his main vocation, which is being a civil engineer. His first bridge he builds is in 1848 across the Niagara Gorge, just north of Niagara Falls. Unfortunately, that bridge does not stand today, but its foundations are still there. Mark Twain crossed this bridge. Mark Twain crossed this bridge here, and Mark Twain remarked, and I quote, "You drive to Suspension Bridge and divide your misery falling 200 feet below into the river, or having a train overhead fall down on top of you. Each create the aggregate positive unhappiness." And yes, it was a quite spectacular bridge. As this bridge went over the Niagara Gorge, a freight rail train was suspended above the pedestrian promenade. John Roebling's second bridge was a small cast iron bridge in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, over the Allegheny River. And then John Roebling's third bridge, at the time the world's longest suspension bridge, that was his Ohio River Bridge in Cincinnati, Ohio. In 1867, the cities of Brooklyn and New York award John Roebling & Sons, the premier steel wire manufacturing company here in the United States, the contract to build the Brooklyn Bridge. When John Roebling hears of this, he is completing his Ohio River Bridge. He gets so excited that John Roebling draws up all the plans for the bridge and estimates cost in just 3 months. John Roebling even paints these highly detailed oil paintings of some of the building processes for some of the workers who could not read or speak English. He was a quite hands-on man. Let's see who's watching. Good to see you, Valerie Rogers. Welcome. I am a cornucopia of knowledge, Patricia. Chester A. Arthur, our 21st president. Yes, indeed. Let's make our way up and over the bridge, shall we? Let's see how packed the vendors are here today. And we're back to normal. We are definitely back to normal here on the bridge here with the but my water guy is here. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Right, he's on the phone. My ice cold water guy is here. And Gail with a $7 super chat. Gail, thank you so much for the $7 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $7 Canadian Club. Much appreciated. Bobby A is a new subscriber. Welcome on into the show. But we are back into normal times with all the people and all the vendors out. Now, if anyone deserves vending up here, is a dollar water guy, but this is too much room they're taking. Every day around 91,000 people cross the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, here's that how to roll a Phillies blunt for dummies. Yeah, there it is. Somebody mentioned that earlier. This is my office, so we all know this, people. I have taken literally thousands of people across this bridge in real life, not just here on YouTube. All right, let's continue on here. We're gonna get audience periodically, so. And please be patient when it comes to the signal. The Brooklyn Bridge leading us to one of the most affluent neighborhoods in New York City, Brooklyn Heights. Brooklyn Heights has always been affluent, home of many composers, writers, authors, actors, musicians, all that good stuff. Brooklyn Heights, the first suburb in the United States. So Phyllis, yeah, they clear the vendors from time to time, but they just come back. So again, all the vendors are legitimately a safety issue. So the bikes are down below in a dedicated bike lane. So they're no longer here on the promenade level of the bridge. The promenade level here of the Brooklyn Bridge, one of the more popular destinations here in New York City. Everyone just had to take a leg over the bridge, if you will. So Brooklyn Bridge, I remember back in the 90s, I could walk this bridge on a beautiful spring day and there barely be a few people on the bridge. Since the early 2000s, since I became a professional tour guide, it's only gotten more and more popular. Mobile audience of one. People really do think I have the camera turned on me, which is pretty funny because I'm holding the phone quite close to my lips. People are funny. Yeah, they shut down a car lane for the bikes. People really do think that the camera's like turned on me. Yeah, I know, right? They think the camera's turned on me. Ridiculous, right? If the camera was turned around, you know what it would look like? It would look like this, people. As you see, I'm not really, you know, the camera's like really close to my mouth, so anyway. People are tripping. People are tripping along there. They think I'm on TikTok, that's the problem. They think I'm on TikTok. He must be that TikToker. I'm that TikToker, people. I'll speak in a stereotypical Southern accent like an American. And I'm on that TikTok. By the way, don't download TikTok. YouTube is good enough, guys. You got YouTube, you got the best, kid. Enjoy it. Anyway, we're getting up to the superstructure of the Brooklyn Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. The towers of the Brooklyn Bridge, the tallest man-made structures on the North American continent, when they were completed in the summer of 1875. They would hold that title for nearly 40 years. Yeah, I know, Natasha. I will stay far, far away from TikTok. Again, if you're on YouTube, you got the best. You don't got to worry about anything. You can watch TikToks on YouTube. All right, let's see. Are they playing Alicia Keys and Jay-Z? They literally, for some reason, only play one song on repeats. Yeah, see? They literally just play the same song over and over and over again. And do you really need to spend $10 to take a picture with your own phone camera? Anyway. Okay, see how she's climbing the structure? I would not do that. Please understand that the Brooklyn Bridge is a dynamic structure. It does respond to the wind, weight, vibration. And to stand on the superstructure is not exactly the safest. As Murphy's Law dictates, as the pathway gets narrow because of the security fencing here along the main cables, the pathway gets narrow to about 10 feet. And of course, this is where everyone just stops and takes a picture. And Barry Garrett was just gifted membership by Phyllis. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for gifting Barry Garrett a month of membership to Dutch Moz Plus. Please enjoy the custom emojis. And Dazapants was just gifted a membership. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, they got bikes up here too. Holy cow. All right. Getting a little tight up here. But Phyllis, thank you so much for gifting all these memberships. Much appreciated. Much, much, much appreciated. But here we are. As Murphy's Law dictates, as the narrow pathway comes, everyone decides to walk really slow. But Phyllis, that's very nice of you of gifting memberships. I forgot I had that enabled. Phyllis is a class act. Yes, she is. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, Phyllis, thank you so much for thank you so much for sharing those memberships there. Oh, do we have a live streamer here? Wait, are you live streaming?
Yes, I am.
I'm live streaming
Yeah,
too.
on Twitch.
I'm on YouTube.
YouTube, okay. Hello,
Yeah.
chat. How you doing?
Konnichiwa, welcome.
Konnichiwa. No, I'm not Japanese.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Okay.
It's fine.
Enjoy the Brooklyn Bridge, all right? I feel bad now. I said konnichiwa. Look at that. He's on Twitch. Anyway, when two live streamers meet on the Brooklyn Bridge. Good to see you, E-Baby. Welcome. We're coming up to the dedication plaque of the Brooklyn Bridge. I thought he was like some Japanese live streamer or something like that, but trying to be all welcoming and stuff. Is Twitch happening for live streamers? I think YouTube is the best. I think YouTube right now is the best. See, they legit just spent $10 to use their own phone to videotape themselves. And Jazz Lady just became a member of Dutch Moz Plus. Thank you so much, Jazz Lady. Please enjoy those custom emojis. You guys are being very kind. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, Twitch is mostly gamers. I do my radio show on Twitch, the most interactive live stream on the internet. So we have some fun. It's a little windy up here, Gus. Yeah, it's a little windy up here. None too crazy though. Wasted $10? Absolutely. Right here where I'm walking. Right here where I'm walking, this is where a very young Frank Sinatra sings the song Brooklyn Bridge in a movie from 1947 called It Happened in Brooklyn, right about here. Roger Still, good to see you. A live stream showdown, yes indeed. It's a live stream showdown, people. As we walk over the beautiful 139-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. Now see, this is legit dangerous. Look at this. He has a table. Look how far out this table is. I'm just gonna document this. Fuck this shit. This is legitimately dangerous. Look how far out that is. So the pathway right here is about 15 feet wide. So here we have the pathway divided up. And this table is really far out. Now, if you were to, God forbid, have a stampede right here, the table would be in the way. I'm surprised they're not doing really any enforcement of this right now. We have people from the Senate. Let's see, are they going to enforce anything? Let's see. Because this table right here, I'm not even going to front. Let's see. Is Department of... No. They just wave. Wow. That's not good. Wow. Okay. Huh. Not good. Those vendors are technically illegal. They're called First Amendment vendors in some cases. But they're trying to put some kind of semblance of order here in the bridge. And when you have people literally hanging stuff from the suspender cables and having tables like that further out, he should at least get a summons. But it looks like there's... Sean, I'm glad you're in. Now, while I'm not against people trying to make a living, I am for having a semblance of order, especially in confined spaces like the pathway here on the Brooklyn Bridge. Gotta have to call Greg Mocker, ABX girl. Yeah, I know, I gotta document it there, Strawberry, because I'm here. Now don't tell me this stupid turntable thing is right by the expansion joint. And I gotta listen to Alicia Keys again. And why do they only play Alicia Keys? They can't play anything else? Anyway. Ooh, look how low the clouds are. Look how low those clouds are right there. Empire State Building being cut off by the low clouds here in New York today. Look at that crazy view. Wow. No view at 1 Vanderbilt's. Chrysler Building just below the clouds. Old Blue Eyes, that's right. Why don't they play Old Blue Eyes? Ooh, One World Trade Center just coming out of the cloud deck. That's how low the cloud is. Hello. Hi. You're not on, sorry. You're not that special. Sorry. People, these two people waving to the camera. And now we're getting an audience. So we're just gonna walk to the other side of the pathway here. Brooklyn Bridge. How much does the Brooklyn Bridge move? Well, this much right here. Look at that. I was hoping for a sunset stream too. We have a little bit of clearing right down over there. I mean, we'll stay on for a little bit longer. But One World Trade Center, this is the top of it. Now in the clouds. And let's, the edge, the duck. The duck of the edge, the bill of the duck and the edge. Actually just below the clouds right there, so you can get a view from up there right now. But Empire State Building, not so much. And as you see, they just play one song over and 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 over again. One song. And as you see, people are too lazy to walk all the way across the Brooklyn Bridge. People only go halfway, turn around, and go back to Manhattan. Do me a favor, as a lifelong New Yorker and a licensed New York City tour guide, walk all the way across the bridge and get the full experience of the Brooklyn Bridge. It's like walking on the rim of the Grand Canyon. It should not be missed. And the fact that it's a man-made experience makes it all the better. The words of the great David McCullough. Good to see you there. Good to see you, Travis Weeks. Welcome. And I'm not mean, I'm just a realist. But yes, always copyright issues. That's why I gotta talk over Alicia Keys whenever we hear her. Gus, I try to keep it authentic. I try to keep it 100% real. Sitting quietly. Good to see you there, girl and girl. Welcome. Welcome to the show. We see, I'm looking at this. See, I'm looking at the lightning right over here. Look at how bright it's getting over here. I don't know. See, I see that. I see a little bit of orange. Who knows? We might get a sunset. I'm gonna have to stay on a little bit longer here. Thank you so much, Flo. Good to see you, Missy Muss. Welcome. Me too, Neil. Me too. Anyway. People still put locks on the bridge, and every like 2 months they come up here and they clip them all off. But unfortunately, it is like really popular to clip locks onto the Brooklyn Bridge. The locks are not the issue. The weight of the locks is not an issue to the bridge. It's the fact that the locks rattle around and chip off the paint, and the paint is the first line of defense against corrosion here on the Brooklyn Bridge. No, I'm telling you, Bagels and Walks, these sunsets are so hard to call. I told my wife that if she thinks that we're going to get a sunset, let me know so we could see it together. So who knows? Who knows where we're going to be? Let's make our way into Dumbo, and then we'll make our way down to Brooklyn Bridge Park. Maybe we'll get a hot chocolate over at Jacques Torres. Yep, sunset at 5:40. Sunset is at 5:40 this evening. Here's the builder's plaque of the Brooklyn Bridge. Without these three people, we would not have our Brooklyn Bridge. John Augustus Roebling, the father of the bridge, he's the one who designs the bridge and dies just 2 weeks into construction of the bridge. His son, Washington Roebling, most people simply call him Colonel Washington Roebling or Colonel Roebling. He gets construction started, but he comes down with a very bad case of the bends and basically bedridden about 2.5 years into construction of the bridge. And who really builds the Brooklyn Bridge? Miss Emily Warren Roebling, Washington's wife. The soother of hurt souls. As Washington Roebling once said, my eyes, my ears, my good right arm. And the only company he could tolerate. We always have to remember that on the back of every great work we could find the self-sacrificing devotion of a woman, and it was very much the great Miss Emily Warren Roebling. You miss New York? Well, Felix, you are here thanks to the power of the internet. Does a hot chocolate sound good to you? Yeah. And he does make good cookies too. Yeah, Jacques Torres makes some of the best cookies. You know what? That's it. Bagels and Walks. You just solidified it for me. I'm going to get some cookies from my wife. Yes, John Roebling gave his life to the bridge. Washington Roebling actually outlives Emily Warren Roebling by a few years. But Miss Emily Warren Roebling, the soother of hurt souls, she knew how to talk to the assistant engineers and architects. She knew how to keep their egos in check. She's also the first ceremonial crossing over the Brooklyn Bridge. She rides over the Brooklyn Bridge on May 24th, 1883. Miss Emily Warren Roebling rides over the bridge in an open silver and white carriage, and she was cradling a rooster Their rooster was a symbol of victory. Emily Warren Roebling was an amazing woman, CB Earthy, absolutely. Valerie Rogers with a $5 super chat. Valerie Rogers, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much appreciated. Yeah, some people say that it was a Roebling curse. Yeah, because John Roebling gets killed about 2 weeks into construction. He's doing survey work with Washington Roebling at the head of Fulton Ferry Landing, and a ferry boat comes in, crushes John Roebling's foot. John Roebling was a hydropathist. He believed that water cured everything. So against the wishes of his son, Washington Roebling, fresh from the Civil War, saw some real horrible stuff. He's like, Dad, you got to amputate your foot. John Roebling's like, no. Water will cure me. And John Roebling proceeds to cure himself by drinking mineral water and pouring ice cold water on his open wound. Needless to say, 18 days later, John Roebling dies of the most agonizing bout of lockjaw and tetanus. So then, Washington Roebling's assumed all the responsibilities of building his father's bridge. And at the time, he was just 32 years old, quite young. But I would give anything to see Miss Emily Warren Roebling crossing the Brooklyn Bridge in her open silver and white carriage, cradling that rooster. I would more be inclined to watch the fireworks show. On the night of May 24th, 1883, we probably have one of the biggest fireworks shows in New York City history. Nearly 14.5 tons of fireworks were released from the bridge in a fireworks show that lasted nearly 3 hours. From what I have researched about this fireworks show, it was a very beautiful, stupendous, chaotic, and dangerous experience. The fireworks show lasted nearly 3 hours, and there was nothing really coordinated about it. Basically, one of the big financiers of the bridge out in Brooklyn, he wanted to have a proper party. So months leading up to the opening of the bridge, this guy like stockpiled fireworks. So on the night of May 24th, 1883, the bridge basically explodes in color. If you could imagine, there's fireworks being shot off the top of the towers. There's fireworks being shot off the roadway. There's boats down here in the East River shooting off their own fireworks. And they kept the bridge open to traffic the entire time. Go to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Unfortunately, it's not currently on display, but check their online archives. There's this beautiful oil painting of the fireworks show. It's a massive oil painting. It's like 9 feet tall by 6 feet wide or something like that. Or 9 feet wide by 6 feet tall, something crazy like that. Massive, massive oil painting. Girl in the Curl, if you're only watching because you're a moderator, then you've lost the point. I don't know what else to tell you. Please don't think of the wrench as a status symbol. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I think it was one of the largest fireworks shows in the world at the time. But again, it wasn't an organized affair. It was a very haphazard affair where people just basically set off fireworks wherever they could on the bridge and in the water. So about to make our way down the stairs and make our way into Dumbo coming up next. No, the Roebling curse is not gonna, I'm not gonna be affected by the Roebling curse. I'll be fine. What is this? This is a interesting little thing happening here. Always traffic coming into Brooklyn. It is rush hour, so a lot of traffic Brooklyn bound right now. And welcome to Brooklyn. Yay. Welcome to Brooklyn. See a Marty Lewis, welcome. We're in Brooklyn now. Brooklyn. Well, good to see you, Marty. Welcome to the show. Let's make our way down to Water and Washington Street. And then make our way out onto Brooklyn Bridge Park. Am I going to anywhere around Avenue P? That's a little bit far away from here, Valerie. It's about like a 2-hour walk from here, and I'm not going to walk 2 hours. At least from here, anyway. What makes me decide somebody gets a wrench or not? A whole bunch of factors, Clara, but recently I had to get rid of a lot of moderators because there's a whole stipulation of rules, but it's really, Clara, it's not a big deal. But we've had too many moderators recently, so I had to get rid of a few. But I'm not going to go into what makes a moderator or not. But if you're only here because you think you're going to get a moderator wrench in this, you're missing the point. And please don't read too deeply into this. And if you get upset over it, I don't know what else to tell you. But we've had too many moderators. There have been too many people recently modded who shouldn't have been moderated. So I've had to get rid of a few. So we're good for moderators for now. As we make our way into Dumbo, down under Manhattan Bridge overpass. Have you learned a lot from this channel, Felix? Awesome. That's the whole point. As we make our way down Washington Street, we make our way to the corner of Water and Washington Streets, and one of the most famous intersections in all of New York City. One of the most photographed intersections in all of New York City. You know, Phyllis, thousands of times, Phyllis. Thousands of times. Just today was 2 times. So just today alone, it's been 2 times I've crossed the bridge. So I done my tour, what is it there? 3 days? I worked 3 days this week. So yeah. This is Dumbo. This is Dumbo. Unfortunately, the main picture street here is open to traffic at the moment, so you really got to watch. A girl in the curl. Are you upset, girl in the curl? I mean, you didn't watch for a few months, and I had to clear out some moderators. I mean, are you upset? Please don't look at the moderator wrench like some kind of status symbol. Sorry, girl in the curl, but if you're only watching to become because you're a moderator, I mean, you shouldn't be, your feelings shouldn't be hurt. It's not that important. We've had a lot of moderators recently, and I had to clear out a few because there were simply too many. Did you bring a lot of people to this channel? I appreciate that. Alright guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. I want to thank everyone who's been hanging out with me this last afternoon. And what more can I say? But I am ending this stream now. Have a great New York day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish the moments, and good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow, so make sure you have the notification bell turned on. I don't know if I'm going to be on or not. I'll see you guys later, folks. Bye-bye.